What's going on, everyone? Welcome into TV Sports 27, and we are down to the final two stops before. Oh, we thought Survivor Series was going to be one of the biggest, most important days in WWE history when we had a new owner named in Kevin Owens, but coming up at Armageddon, the next WWE mega event, premium live event, this, the cat's freaking out. What's she looking at? I don't know. She's looking at fuzz on the thing. I was making sure there wasn't a bug. Anyway, that just ruined my whole spiel. Luna, the TV Sports mascot. Anyway, Armageddon coming up. That's going to be what could shape the future of the WWE heading in to the road to WrestleMania, because it is Stadium Stampede. Edge of the Judgment Day is going to be here to make a statement in regards to the Undisputed Championship match that took place on Monday Night Raw. Smackdown ECW coming your way. TV Sports 27. Friday Night Smackdown underway officially from Seattle, Washington. Maybe Daniel Bryan's in the crowd somewhere. I don't know. Kicking off a Friday Night Smackdown with Miss Money in the Bank, the Queen, Charlotte Flair. She is going to be teaming up with her best friend and WWE Women's Champion, Shayna Baszler. Those two recently coming into quite the friendship and teaming up. Charlotte Flair has been saying from the very beginning, and she has held up to that she will not cash in Money in the Bank until WrestleMania. She mainly was to get under the skin of Becky Lynch quite some time ago when Becky Lynch was the WWE Women's Champion. She was saying that she wanted to make Money in the Bank bigger than the Women's Championship just to get under the skin of Becky Lynch. Well, I'd say now we're kind of at a crossroads where you might think Money in the Bank and the Women's Championship are kind of equals right now, right? They're kind of on the same path, and you got two best friends that have been teaming up. Well, they're going to team up to take on Sasha Banks and Bayley coming up at Armageddon in a big tag team matchup. We've been seeing Bayley and Charlotte and the different combinations here over the last month or so on Universe mode between those four individuals, and well, it's going to come to a head at Armageddon. The Queens versus the Hug and Boss Connection, and always an opportunity, a big opportunity when you're talking about the Women's Champion being in a tag team situation. Shayna Baszler earned that right. It was this woman right here, Carmella, who had a pretty dominant run as NXT Women's Champion. She came up to the main roster as part of the Gut Check and was on quite a winning streak before she finally got slowed down by Charlotte Flair just not too long ago on Universe mode here. And, you know, chance for Carmella to get some revenge, get some payback, and get a win, maybe get back into that women's title picture. But because of that victory by Charlotte Flair, Shayna Baszler did not have to defend her women's championship at Armageddon. And that was earned not only by the domination of Shayna, but because of that victory by Charlotte over Carmella. However, you go into this tag team situation here at Armageddon. Bayley or Sasha Banks, one of them maybe gets a pinfall victory over the women's champion. Could put them in a possible contenders opportunity. And the next pay-per-view, the next mega event is the Royal Rumble. Any opportunity that you get to skip the Royal Rumble is a huge benefit. Think about this. The Royal Rumble, 30 women over the top rope battle royal. We'll be doing it. We've been doing it for many years now in WWE. Previous Universe modes, we had Billie Kay, who was our first women's Royal Rumble winner and went on to that fatal four-way match at WrestleMania to win the ECW Women's Championship. But in this iteration here, think about it. Coming up next month, if you're Bayley, if you're Sasha Banks, let's say you're Bayley, right? You get a pinfall victory over Shayna Baszler. You can skip the 30-person Battle Royal. Your odds, 1 in 30 of winning and going to WrestleMania. Or you win this tag team match. You get a pinfall victory over the women's champion, right? You challenge for a matchup at the Royal Rumble. You win that match. You punch your ticket to WrestleMania. So your odds all of a sudden go from a 1 in 30 shot to you got to win 2 matches and then you're going to WrestleMania. So pretty big stakes coming up in that tag team matchup at Armageddon. We're going to run through the entire card for Armageddon throughout this broadcast. We are going to hear from Edge, the Rated R Superstar, the former WWE Undisputed Champion. If you guys tuned in on Monday Night Raw, Edge losing the Undisputed Championship to Mustafa Ali. And Ali continued that domination on the KO show. This past Wednesday, the KO show streamed not only in Universe time, but in Twitch as well, and on Patreon. It's up right now, early and ad-free, on our Patreon page. And we saw Mustafa Ali's domination continue as he picked up a pretty, not only just a win over Damian Priest, but a dominating win over Damian Priest. It was pretty incredible. Go out of your way to see that one. A bloody KO show, including The Undertaker versus Kane. Man, it was a wild broadcast. Go check it out in the archives if you guys have not seen that one. The KO show from December, week number 4 here in Universe mode. Carmella, Scorpion, Death Drop to Charlotte. My goodness. But Edge will be here later on tonight. He's going to make a statement leading up to the Stadium Stampede match, Judgment Day versus Retribution. And he's going to make a final vow that he's calling it here. Carmella for the cover here on Charlotte Flair. And Charlotte Flair kicking out at a count of 2. Cannot overlook Carmella. There's a super kick. Is she going to come in and get payback here on Charlotte Flair? No, Charlotte Flair answering the call and is going to kick out from the super kick. Someone's getting their popcorn ready. Carmella going high risk. Could be dangerous here. Calling up Charlotte Flair. Oh, yep, Charlotte catches Carmella. Hoists her up and Samoan drop to Carmella. Pinfall attempt here for Charlotte Flair. Referee, no. Only going to be a 2 count. Huge clothesline. Big running clothesline from the Queen. The Queens coming up at Armageddon. Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler. Queen of Diamonds, Charlotte Flair. You know, runs in the Flair family. Diamonds are forever. So is Charlotte Flair, huh? Come on. Big kick to the spine by Carmella. And now Carmella stomping. Oh my God, knee going right across the forearm of Charlotte Flair. And this one has just broken down outside of the ring. Chaos right now. Oh, Charlotte going into the announce table. Couple of shots, couple of forearms here. Commentary, I don't know where they want to go. Into the barricade again. Repeated. Charlotte, she might be just, I'd say, might be content here with a count-out win. And Charlotte is going to head back into the ring. Referees count. 8, 2 more. Carmella, is she going to make it? Carmella at a count of 9 makes it in the ring. 2 big chops from Charlotte Flair and a natural selection to Carmella into the pinfall. And Carmella has kicked out at a count of 2. Absolutely unreal. Charlotte from the top, hitting the moonsault into a cover. And only 2. This is just your opening matchup on Smackdown. And if you're members of our Twitch or our Patreon page, Well, you'll see that this match wasn't even supposed to be on the card. It was an accidental selection. A natural accidental selection, if you will. Check us out, Patreon and Twitch. We'll have links for you coming up later on. You can get all the behind-the-scenes stuff that gets edited out of the YouTube videos. We edit and keep them at a concise package for YouTube purposes, for the algorithm. But if you want to see the stuff that doesn't make it on air, that gets edited out, you guys can check that out, Twitch and Patreon. The full unedited videos will be up right there. Charlotte, oh my God, again, only a 2 count. Carmella, I'm telling you, she cannot be overlooked. A dominant run as NXT Women's Champion. And Charlotte Flair sizing her up one more time, the natural selection. And for Carmella, I think that has got to do it. What an effort, but Charlotte Flair picking up the win and momentum continuing as we head into Armageddon for Charlotte Flair. Did that just glitch? Did you see? As we head into Armageddon, the Queens going up against Hug and Boss Connection. And Carmella thought a couple of times, I thought that was going to be with the super kick. Nearly had her right there, but not to be. Not to be on this night, on this Friday night SmackDown. The knee from the top, and then ultimately, natural selection was able to put Carmella away. As you continue to see the resilience of Carmella, not giving up in this one. Charlotte and Shayna versus Sasha Banks and Bayley. Coming up at Armageddon. SK Money, let's go SK Money. Friday Night SmackDown continues on with another preview of another Armageddon matchup. Io Shirai set to be in one-on-one action against Nikki Cross. We saw previously in Universe Mode, Mayu Iwatani and Alexa Bliss have quite the battle, but Alexa Bliss used a lights-out attack, a controversial way to get a victory over Mayu Iwatani. They are all going to have a tag team match coming up at Armageddon. It's going to be Thunder Rock, the team of Mayu Iwatani and Io Shirai, to take on Twisted Sanity, Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. Bliss and Cross, former WWE Women's Tag Team Champions within like the last month, holding those titles and hoping to get some respect by picking up this win, not only tonight, but coming up at Armageddon as well, and maybe climbing back up those ranks in the women's division, in the women's tag team division, because who knows what it's going to look like after Armageddon. I mean, at the very least, you think that 2 women, at least one tag team, is going to disappear after Armageddon, whether it be the Riot Squad of Rhea Ripley and Shotzi Blackheart, or it's going to be Retribution of Reckoning and Retaliation. Someone is going to disappear. Here comes Twisted Sanity, and it's going to be Nikki Cross stepping into the ring here tonight with Io Shirai. SK Money joining us in the chat. SK Money, I had to teach him about Candice LeRae today. He had no idea. We were talking about, we're getting close to hitting a milestone subscriber on YouTube. Check us out at our various links. Check out our YouTube page, because if you hit that subscribe button, at the time that we're streaming, we're about to roll over to triple digits here. So hit that subscribe button over on YouTube. Check out our Twitter page. We'll tweet when we're going live on Twitch, so you don't miss a second of the action. Patreon, you want to sign up for that? We're going to film ECW and Sunday Night Heat tonight. And we got a big announcement. Of course, you guys heard earlier on our last broadcast that the Sunday Night Heat match was going to feature a championship match on the broadcast. Well, we can announce it right here. Sunday Night Heat, a championship match. It is going to be the Intercontinental Championship match. Robert Roode and Kane battling for the Intercontinental title. And the last time these two battled for the Intercontinental Championship on Sunday Night Heat, that was before Halloween Havoc, the championship did indeed change hands. So, are we going to get another title change? Only one way to find out. Sign up, patreon.com/TBSports27. Support the channel. Get a title match with Sunday Night Heat. Also, ECW, a Patreon exclusive show, has a huge three-way dance tag team matchup. Kofi Kingston, CM Punk, Braun Breaker will each pick mystery partners. It'll be a tag team three-way dance and a huge added stipulation announced by Paul Heyman. The winner of that three-way dance can name the stipulation for the ECW Championship three-way dance coming up at Armageddon. So stipulation to be named on ECW and 3 mystery partners to be named on ECW. Don't miss a second of the action. Sign up right now. Patreon.com/TBSports27. Any level that you like. And you guys are going to get a bunch of action. If you sign up right now, ECW and Sunday Night Heat coming your way later tonight. And look at Cross just ramming Io Shirai right into the mat. I have to kind of train myself. I'm so used to saying Io Sky now. It's weird, like when wrestlers first change names, it's almost like it's a little strange to hear the new name. Then you get so used to it. So now I'm so used to Io Sky, but in this game, she's Io Shirai. Like Jordan Devlin is Jordan Devlin in this game. Whenever we will move to 2K24, or whatever 2K will move to at some point, then the names will be back to being correct. Or are there any other classic games you'd like to see? I've kind of noticed that doing some of the 2K5 stuff, the arena football stuff, getting really good viewership. You guys maybe seem to be more into the classic games than the modern day games. So maybe that's something we do. I have Raw 2. I have WWE 12. I have 2K14. I have 2K17. I have WrestleMania 21, which is a terrible game. But is there any game, any old school game, maybe you guys would like to see us play Universe Mode in one of those classic WWE games? Let me know in the comments what you would like to see going forward. Do you want to see a classic game? Do you want to see 2K24? Let me know in the comments, or sign up at one of the top 2 levels, the Mega Fan or the Ultra Fan level over on Patreon. You guys can request whatever the heck you guys want to see on the channel. So do check that out. Io Shirai, Io Shirai eating a back elbow right now from Nikki Cross, and a DDT into the mat for Nikki Cross. He's all fired up. Cross, ooh. Uh-oh. That might be it for Io Shirai. Shirai is out. It is not to be. Io Shirai kicking out at a count of 2. Fans are into this one. They're saying fight forever. We're just a couple minutes into this thing. Shirai, which she got set up a submission hold here. That'll contort the spine. Absolutely. None of that feels good right there. Shirai. Drop kick. That one avoided or blocked. Cross picks up Io. What she got? No. Oh, I thought she was going to drop her on the head. I mean, either way, that's still effective. That still does not feel good at all. Cover. And Shirai able to kick out. She can be able to fight back into this one. Cross. Nice counter. There, she hits the drop kick that time. Took a little bit, but she finally nailed it. Oh, let's see. We got Dan joining us. Hello, Dan. Dan, the man in the chat. You're just in time because Io is hitting the over-the-moonsault into the cover on Nikki Cross. And Thunder Rock picks up the win. Tag team match coming up at Armageddon. Thunder Rock versus Twisted Sanity. Dan, a huge fan of Thunder Rock. How about that, huh? You watched them back from back in the day, or you just a fan of the team here in Universe Mode? Either way, there's the win, and we'll see what happens coming up at Armageddon. A little measure of revenge for Io Shirai in this one.
Here is your winner, Io Shirai.
A little bit of revenge for Io Shirai for what happened to Mayu Iwatani last week on Universe Mode. But we'll see what happens at Armageddon, Thunder Rock, Twisted Sanity. The main event of part 1, hour number 1 of the final Smackdown before Armageddon. And here comes the WWE Undisputed Champion. The title unified the WWE Championship, the Undisputed Championship. And in fact, this man that you're looking at was the very reason. Go back and watch our very first Universe Mode stream. It was WrestleMania that kicked off this entire Universe Mode. And Mustafa Ali's outside interference helping Roman Reigns unify the WWE and the WWE and the Universal Championship. At the time, Roman Reigns a part of Retribution, but in hindsight, it looked to just be Mustafa Ali's way to get the title within Retribution and then manipulate his way to what we see now. Ali, before the broadcast, issuing an open challenge for anybody on the WWE roster to step up and try to take on the king of WWE, as he puts it. Who is going to step up to the challenge in this hour 1 main event? Ali has had an impressive... Now, is he wearing himself out? Win over Edge on Raw, win over Damian Priest on the KO show. Now competing here tonight on SmackDown. Ladies and gentlemen, it is R-Truth. Truth is stepping up. Oh my God, Truth with that incorrect logo microphone. Man, R-Truth is gonna take on Mustafa Ali. This is gonna be interesting. Let's see. Truth heads in. It's R-Truth, Mustafa Ali, one-on-one, non-title. I mean, Kevin Owens, I suppose Kevin Owens, the boss, can make this a title match if he wanted to. R-Truth, though, let's not overlook. He's got a lot of way more years of experience in the ring than Mustafa Ali. Two-time NWA champion R-Truth, two-time Undisputed champion Mustafa Ali. And Ali coming in with a big kick. We got a huge action-packed card set for hour 2 on SmackDown Part 2. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube, Twitch, Patreon, because you don't want to miss Part 2. You don't want to miss any of the action. We have a huge Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Showdown. The Heyman Empire, the Usos, the Miz Taraj, and the Honor Club. They're going to be involved in separate tag team matches at Armageddon, but tonight they're going to be involved in a huge Fatal 4-Way contest. We're also going to hear from Edge in hour number 2, as he is going to lay down the gauntlet, lay down his final words going into Stadium Stampede. What is that going to entail? Be on the lookout. Find out as part of that action. We're also going to see a main event matchup coming up in part 2 between Retribution and the Judgment Day. That's right. It's been happening a lot this week, but it is finally coming to an end. One final match leading up to the Stadium Stampede match at Armageddon. Truth, Ali. What has been a crazy action-packed SmackDown. Of course, don't forget ECW. The Triple Threat Tag Team matchup winner gets to pick the stipulation in the ECW Championship match. CM Punk, Braun Breaker, and Kofi Kingston are each going to have mystery partners that they're going to choose. You guys can find that out on ECW, exclusive to our Patreon page. And the Intercontinental Championship, Robert Roode and Kane on Sunday Night Heat. That is going to be part of the Patreon pre-show, the kickoff show to Armageddon inside the Las Vegas Raiders Stadium. Truth, look at R-Truth here. Ali, oh my God, and Truth just gets dropped on the back of his head. Mustafa Ali. Drop kick, delivering it. Knocking R-Truth, knocking the wind out of Truth. Truth staggering up to his feet here. Ali off the top. From the top and across body. Down goes R-Truth. Ali up top one more time. Oh, 450. Yes, and he nails it. Boy, he has been executing those 450s, those 054s with precision. Truth is able to kick out, though. The WWE Undisputed Champion Ali up top. One more time. 054 nails it onto R-Truth. And that does it. Valiant effort from R-Truth, but Mustafa Ali is going to walk into Armageddon. He's going to walk into Stadium Stampede. Still the Undisputed Champion and on an incredible 3-match winning streak. Guys, you do not want to miss part 2 of Friday Night Smackdown. You don't want to miss ECW. You don't want to miss Sunday Night Heat. That is coming up. If you're watching on Twitch or on Patreon, part 2 of Smackdown coming your way in just a couple of moments. Stay right where you are. If you're watching on YouTube, part 2 of Smackdown comes your way tomorrow at noon Eastern time, like every video that drops on TV Sports. And of course, sign up at patreon.com/tvsports27 to help support the channel and get ECW and Sunday Night Heat. Part 2 coming up. You're going to hear from the former Undisputed Champion Edge. You're going to see the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match, and you're going to see Retribution and the Judgment Day toe-to-toe one last time before Stadium Stampede.